While she is the host of The Real and star of hit television series Sister Sister, in her personal life, Tamera Mowry-Housley is just like millions of women who juggle careers and motherhood. And part of that role includes dealing with the pressure of making sure her children are meeting certain developmental milestones.
Yes.
Well, she's joining me today to share her personal insights into a common parenting challenge and share what she's learned. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh my goodness, that introduction was so sweet. Thank you for having me. And yes, I am a mom of two, and there's something that happens to you as a parent when your child, reaches a huge milestone in their life, because usually there's a lot of work to get to that point. And I'm just so happy that I have learned the information that I now know by teaming up with Goodnight's nighttime underwear, and learning about nighttime, bedwetting and nighttime dryness. With my first son, I really didn't know that there was a difference between daytime dryness and nighttime dryness. My son, Aiden, it took a little bit longer for him to be dry at night. I thought he was automatically going to be dry at night because he was dry during the day. And ever since I teamed up with Goodnight's nighttime underwear, did I learn that I'm not alone. My child is not alone. And when you hear that, you just feel so much better. Your stress levels you kind of just relax a little bit more. I've learned that, nighttime dryness evolves as your child grows, and it's simply a matter of their physical development. You're going to be okay. Your child is going to be okay. And if you have any questions, it's really important to talk to your pediatrician, or you can go on goodnights.com. They have some amazing tips to help you throughout this journey. Aiden is dry at night, thank God, but I am so happy that I now have this knowledge, and I now know that there is an amazing nighttime solution in Goodnight's nighttime underwear to help your child through that journey of being dry at night. And a lot of parents don't know that it's normal and that their child is not alone. Everyone is going to get through it.
Absolutely. Now, you shared one great tip, which is talking to your pediatrician, as well as
Yes.
a couple of resources there for parents. Now, speaking from your personal experience, and thank you so much for sharing that. It's going to help a lot of moms
I
out there.
know.
What other tips do you have for other parents who are managing the same issue at home, like you did with Aiden?
I would just, make sure that you're just not so hard on yourself. There's some judgment out there. You can, hear people's opinion from everywhere now with social media. But not only that, you may have in-laws giving you pressure. You may have, your sister or your brother who have had kids, and they're comparing their kids to your kids, and you may feel like you're doing something wrong. So what I would say is not to give in to that pressure and to focus more on the facts. Focus more on the fact that your child will, in most cases, eventually grow out of this stage. And it's okay. You're not alone. And don't be so hard on yourself.
Absolutely.
I think moms, we
Absolutely. That is
judge ourselves way too much. Let other people do that. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. And like I said before, don't compare, because I always say comparison is the thief of joy. Even if you have, other children, don't compare your daughter to your son. Every child has their own experience and their own timeline. So don't let other people's timelines affect you and your child's experience.
That is absolutely perfect advice, and thank you
Oh,
so much
thank
for
you.
sharing that. Now, you did talk about social media and the pressures
Yes,
on there, and we do know that you do share a lot of your children's
I do.
milestones with us on your social media channels as well
I
as on the
do.
reel. Now, of course, you shared about some of the challenges, but we also want to know, because you've been in the industry for so long and you and your husband are both you're well successful in your own right. How
Yes.
do the two of you make it all work and keep everything in balance, especially when you experience a challenge like with the
Yeah.
nighttime wedding?
Um, Honestly, we're there for each other. My husband is a hands-on father. So when I may be exhausted and I'm not able to physically be there, he is, and vice versa. We make a great team. We even have nonverbal cues. Like if he senses that I'm about to lose it, he literally will tell me, you know what, Tamera, you go upstairs, take a nap, I've got the kids. And I do the exact same thing with him. So not only is he my best friend, he is also my partner. And I think sometimes when people think of marriage, they only think of, one thing like, oh, I love this person and we're going to get married. No, you have to make sure that you guys are amazing partners at life. And when I was dating him, that's one of the things that I looked out for. And yeah, so we're there for each other. We make a great team.
That's wonderful. And it actually does shine through with
Thank you.
everything that you share out there with your fans and your following.
Thank
Now,
you.
you talked about the partnership. Yes, you talked about the partnership that the two of you have and what you experienced with Aiden with the nighttime wedding and with Good Nights,
Yes.
which is a wonderful product.
Yes.
Do you
Amazing.
feel that now, having the knowledge that you have and having Good Nights there, that's prepared you for what you're going to
Oh my
experience with
goodness.
Araya, with
Rariah,
her as she goes through her journey?
yes. I can say that I am not worried at all. I now know the information that I do that, if it takes Araya a little bit longer to be dry at night, she's not alone. She's going to be fine. And eventually she will figure it out. Yeah, whereas before I was like worried. Oh my God, am I doing the right things? Did I wait too long? What's wrong with Aiden? I'm not even thinking that. I always say, as long as knowledge is power, so as long as you open yourself up to being educated and learning more things from your support group, you will have better experiences and learn from them and then move on from there. I'm not worried at all. I actually can't wait for her to pick which characters she wants because they have these really cool characters on the Good Nights nighttime underwear. They're so cute. Aiden liked the Spider-Man, so who knows what Araya would like.
Yes, indeed. I remember those Spider-Man days. I'm still going through them with my youngest son today, so I
That's
know what you're
so
talking
cute.
about right there for sure. And you talked about resources and learning, and I do agree that knowledge is key. What are some resources that you can share for other parents to help them out along their journey?
Well, with nighttime dryness, you can definitely go, like I said, go to goodnights.com. There are lots of tips there. And you can also, talk to your pediatrician. Like, don't be afraid to just, ask the questions. Ask the hard questions. Ask the questions that people aren't talking about. You will realize more than ever that this is what pediatricians want you to do. This is why they've studied what they studied. This is the reason why they are here. And then also ask your friends. Maybe be a part of a mommy group and, ask other moms. I'm sure they will be willing to help you. But it was so nice speaking with you today. And I hope my advice and my tips helped you guys out there.
Your advice and your tips were perfect, Tamara.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much for sharing. And again, for more information, visit goodnights.com. Thank you again for joining me. It's been a pleasure, and best of
Thank
luck to you.
you. Thank you. You too.